Hello, and welcome back to Venus. I'm Mick, we're playing Stationeers. Now, we are breathing in our safe room. Finally got the spacesuit off. Whew! Now I've got to put it back on again. Really, I probably should just burn it now. But oh well. Like normally getting dressed in the morning, just give it a sniff and make sure it doesn't stink too much before you put it on. Right, now we have had our game update, so we're probably going to have to do first things first and build ourselves a fridge to make sure our food will last as long as we can. So let's clear the deck. What do I need? Goodbye to you. That's not what I wanted. That one there. Now, what we've got in here, so it is breathable. Technically, I think that is quite toxic. Mostly CO2, but the game lets us get away with it. Right. So, the plants will love it though. We're good to go. We're going to change the air conditioner, get a fridge. Now, water lasts a lot longer now, so that will be awesome. We're good. We're food. We have battery. We have oxygen. Now, off we go. Oops. Now, I need a light in here. So, we've got our electrolyser running. Now that is just an interim thing going. I mean, ultimately we want the plants providing oxygen to us because we do have a limited supply. Whoa, that's cold. Okay, that's cold enough. At the moment they are, well, really the only thing that we have in limited supply on Venus is actually hydrogen. We can get oxygen from plants, CO2 is in the atmosphere. We need water. We get water from ice, or we can get water from a hydrogen combustor. And hydrogen combustor needs hydrogen. So yeah, ultimately hydrogen is what it's going to cost us. Now, what do we want? A fridge. A big fridge. A lovely orange big fridge. Now I did get a note from one of the developers there who makes up all the models there. He said the fridge is orange just because that's just what they use for modelling. Well, it's easy to see when you're modelling them, which is fair enough. I mean, we've got cans of paint, we can turn it whatever colour we want afterwards. Main thing when it comes out orange there, it reminds me of the lounge setting I had when I was at uni there. It was a proper, you know, when you're at uni you can't be too fussed with the gear you get, so yeah, you got it from a friend and it was a proper horrible 70s lounge setting that was just this, oh yeah. Yeah, no, taste in the 70s was horrendous. I mean, 80s gets all the bad run there for having bad taste, but oh no, 70s was awesome music, but yeah, furniture was rubbish. So we want that. We'll want some cables to wire that one up. Boom. Now I want to automate that electrolyser because it will chew up a lot of power. So I'm going to have to put a battery monitor on it and make sure it only switches on when the battery is high. But we'll work something out from that. Probably have to check, make sure I can't run the cooler as well, so I'll have to make sure that's not running at the same time. And probably want override switch. Yeah, I might just have to go straight to a chip for that one. I won't try and do all that with logic chips, or it will be a huge pile of it. Right. Now, got me cans in there, got me fridge. Was I going to get a light? I think I was. Yeah, did I remember to put the wiring in there before I put the roof on? We'll see. Now, who was it? Ah ha ha ha. Oh, good. Now, got me food, got me fridge. We're good to go. Cables. We'll rip off the walls. Now, because we have 19.8 hours. Plenty of time for a can of food. Well, it's probably not for a tin food, but you know, we can grow a hell of a lot more in 19.7 hours than what that one is going to consume. Okay, probably need a little bit of pressure out of there. Should have a cable behind there somewhere, running down the middle there, I think. Okay. I knew they were there. I was just keeping them for safekeeping for later on. Does that sound believable at all? I won't take that as a sign that I need to clean up or anything. That's just no. So power connectors are on the back for the fridge. That should be in there. Be right next to the cooking thing, oven. Whoops, that's a bad rotation. Try again. There we go. Lovely orange fridge. On. That shouldn't chew up too much power. We should be good. In there we... Oh, 65 hours. Okay, they're going to last us a while. Probably be nice if that label was there. It was in-game... Well, don't switch it off, you fool. Be nice if that label was days or something like that, but I don't know, maybe it was doesn't quite work with the algorithm or whatever, but it'll do. It tells us, the damage bar on the bottom tells us what it's up to. Now, almost sun up, day 23. Now, food's in there. We wanted to look after our oxygen. And we might almost try and box in upstairs and see if we can start cooling that down as well. Because with this thing going, it'll be very handy to have a few extra batteries there to draw it from. Trying to pull it all off one battery might be a bit of an ask, but we'll see how we go. Now we have full power. Right, so I am going to have to... I'll need a computer. I'll need one of them. I'll just pinch this computer, I think, rather than build a new one. Right. You gone. Nope. 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 And nope. Oops. Now, what do we want? We want you. We want, whoops. And you. Yep, there's my sign. I'll use that one later. Might have to make a list of things to do so I don't get distracted. Did anyone believe that one? Now, what do I want? I want a chip. Now, I'll probably want an override switch as well, so maybe just a switch. Logic switch and a chip. So, we should be good. One of them. Thank you. Off we go. Now, right, so you're for the electrolyser. We're probably not going to need you there anymore, because that's going to be automated. The switch for the cooler. Well, that's going to be automated too, isn't it? Yes, so you can go as well. If I put you, say, there, I can put my override switch. Let's try and keep a few things off the floor where I can trip over them. I'll put you there. So I can fit computer in there. Can I? I think I can. So if I take out you, that's a 4-way, so I should just be able to replace you with a 3-way. There we go. Our computer can sit in there. That'll do us for there. Go there. There, you'll be hooked up to it. Need to hook up. Whoops, wrong button. Hook up you. You'll be the override switch. You're the chip. I need to be able to read the power. Right. So is my battery data connected up? No, it is not, but that is easy fix. So if I hook that onto the main bus, I should just be able to read it from this cable here. So if I put on a logic reader, and then I can just connect a logic reader to that. Yes, that'll work. So our data port needs to be pointing the heavy cable there, so that one will join into that circuit there, and the rest of it can hook into this circuit. Boom, done. So you should be able to read in from the large battery, and we'll grab the ratio. So that's just your percentage of battery remaining. So at 44.3% or 44.4, it's going up. It's daytime. Yes, it is. Right. So we've got that red. We shall call this battery reader. Battery reader. Right. So battery's done. I can connect that into there. Now override switch on the cooler, electrolyser. I'll probably need to switch that on and off at the same time as the electrolyser. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items going. Sound right? Oh, and the sensor in there if I'm going to control the heater. So 6 items. Ooh, that's cutting it fine. But anyway, let's see what we got. Don't want you anymore. So I shall. The sensor D0, the cooler to D1. That should be all we want. So load into R0, sensor, what is it? Temperature. We want to set if it's, oops, set if the temperature is greater than, so set R0, if R0 is greater than, we'll keep it cold, say minus 10, so 263 Kelvin. Right, so if it is colder than that, so if it is greater than that, we want to turn on the cooler. So we save to the cooler on R0. Yield jump to the start. That'll do us, won't it? So sensor cooler. And I should only have one of them on there. We're good. Whoops, it might help if I put the chip in there first, mightn't it? Let's get ahead of myself. Yeah, you come here. Come here. Right, so what do we have? Sensor and cooler. So you shall be the gas sensor and you shall be the wall cooler. Switch you on. We're good. It's cold enough the cooler is off. Wow, that was a great demonstration. Now, okay, so that's step one. That'll maintain the temperature in the room. Now, we'll want the battery sensor. Battery, so if we put that onto D2, the electrolyser onto a D3 and the filter to D4, it was the override lever. Whoops, oh, yes. Lever to D5. Right, so the lever will be, if I just want to switch the thing off, if I've got enough oxygen, I want to shut the whole thing down, I shall need an alias lever on there, especially if I want to empty some hot oxygen tanks in the same system there. I don't want it to be full of hydrogen when I suddenly pump some hot oxygen in there, because that'll be a bad day. Now, so we'll need a bit more in here now. So now the battery, so we load, we'll put it into R1, because we're already using R0, because I don't have enough power to run the cooler and the electrolyser at the same time. So I can only switch the electrolyser on when the cooler is off. So I'm going to have to invert R0, so it'll only happen on when R0 is off. So if we set equal to 0, so if R0 is equal to 0, change it to 1. If it's equal to 1, change it back to 0. So that will just reverse it. So because we've just got to set a position where we want the electrolyser on. So we want the electrolyser on when the cooler is off. Cooling the room will override that. So R0 is 1 when the cooler is off. So that's good. So now we want to load, we'll say into R1, what we're doing, the battery. Now we're not actually doing the battery, we're doing the reader. So it should be the setting, I do believe. Now we want this electrolyser on when it's a high, so we set greater than, so when does it come on? When, so we'll set R1, when R1 is greater than, well, we've got to leave ourselves enough power to get through the night, so say 70%. We can turn it down later on. Let's just play it safe for now. Right, so that will have to be an AND. So it has to be when the cooler is off and when the battery has enough charge. So it'll be an AND R0, R1, yep, R0, set R0, when R0 and R1. So, and they've both got to be positive, and we'll overwrite R0. Now, the override lever. So, load into R1 again. Filter low, that's okay. Lever setting. Right. So, well, that's just what it is. It's either 1 or 0, the setting on that one there, so it's already done for us. So R1 is now 1 or 0, depending on whether the lever is on or off. So it will need to be that, it will need to be on, and the battery's got enough charge, and it's off there. So we just AND it again. So R0 is what it is, so it's R0 and R1. Right, so the lever is on, the battery is charged, the cooler is off. We can now switch it on. So we now, R0 is storing that final result. So save. Well, let's spell it right. Electro. There we go. Save electro on R0. And save alterations on R0. Filter. There we go. Right, so that'll switch them on if all the conditions are met. It'll switch them all off if it's not met. Right. So I've used the battery. Right. So that looks a little too easy. That can't be right. Confirm. Export. We'll soon find out. Yes, I know I haven't hooked them up yet, have I? So we want sensor or cooler. The battery reader we called it, wasn't it? Battery reader. The electrolyser. There we go. The filtration. Whoops, that should be in the F's. That should be between D and G if my alphabet is good. Why not? I bet I haven't hooked it up. There we go.
Hydration critical.
Oh, there, hydration critical. That's what I'm going to worry about. But we got time. Now, filter. Aha, there we go. Back where the alphabet wanted it. Lever. Whoops, there we go. Lever, filter, electrolyser, battery reader, cooler, gas sensor. We're on. Nothing's happening, yay. Oh, it should be happening. Why aren't you happening? Because that's got a full battery. That is full battery. The cooler is off. Okay, what did I do wrong? Let's take care of this drink first.
Oxygen critical.
Yeah, there we go. So we have okay. Cooler is off. Set equal to 0. That's good. R0 will be 1. Set greater than. And battery setting is greater than that. True. Ah, ha, ha. Should I switch it on? There we go. What an idiot. I didn't switch it on. Ha. Wow, that wasn't working, and it was the on button was the problem. Oh, jeez. Well, there you go. The problem wasn't my programming. The problem was I'm an idiot. But there we go. That looks to be working now. So if I want to drain my tank, I should just be able to switch you off. Drop you.
Waste
Whoops.
tank critical.
Don't do that. Oh. Right, so that's being switched off. Right, okay, so I will need to put in a branch here to not switch the filter off. So if the lever is switched off, so branch equal to 0, I've already read R1, that's the lever. So if R1 is equal to 0, go back to the start. So now the program will switch the electrolyser off, but it won't switch the filter off. There we go. So now my hot tanks now will not cause anything to explode, which is a good thing. Now if I switch it back on again, all is cool. Now when the heater switches on, the other stuff should switch off and not overload my transformer. That looks good. Now we have, it's hot, but we've got a bit of, yeah, not much. That is our only source of gas. Okay, so let's just switch that off for a second. Switch you on, cool that down. I can then pump that into the top, and I think that is working. So let's give that the badge of success by giving it a coat of paint and making it all official. You are oxygen. Now it looks like it's meant to be. Oh, nuts. And now I'll put a floor down there and cover all that so I can't see it. But hey, it's the thought that counts. Right. You are good. Switch you off. Switch you on. We're cooking. Right. We may be back in a position of surviving, which is a good thing in my books. Now, that'll be done. Oxygen. So, I wanted to do something else. I wanted to do something very important. What was it? I'll put the thingies. You want to block in upstairs. So console. I shall need you. Right, so I want to build an airlock. I'll need a sensor. I will need a airlock card. For sensor, I shall need to patch the hole in the roof. I'll need to patch the walls. So need a couple of walls, a few of them. I got some other ones. Got me console, sheets, glass sheets, I need them. Glass sheets is not going to go very far. Flat walls, I need them. I'll need you. Did I have an airlock card? No, I didn't think so. That'll probably do us. I needed glass. Nope. Not without that. And right. You can go there. You can go in there. You can go in there. And that's probably enough there. Old bean. Now, so that will repair that, it'll fix the walls. What I need, an airlock card. Advanced airlock. I'll need the vents. Okay, got you. I shall need, if I'm putting in the atmospherics as well, I shall need something to cool it down. So I'll need some more vents for them as well. So 2 for the airlock. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Well, that's all we can carry for now, so that'll do us. Over here I'll need some active vents. I'll need to get power up there. Power up there might be a one we got to look at pretty quick. Now, right, power. I can get main power from you. Up we go. And I might just put a transformer in. Maybe there so I can switch it off. I'll need more cables because they're not going to go very far at all. That's not many cables. Right. Now, cables are rock and roll, baby. Well, that's rubbish. Ruh-roh. No, we're good, we're good. How are you doing? Whoa! You're over 1,000 degrees in there still. Sweet. I could probably churn out another chunk of astraloy and make some heavy solar panels. That'll save a bit of taping. Right. Get back to work. Now, what do we want? Active vents. We want 3. 2. 3. I probably should check my cupboards before making them. Oh, pipes too. Not pink ones. After complaining about everything being orange, I'm going to go paint something orange now. There we go. Rightio. Some cables. That'll do it. Well, I say that'll do us, but we both know there is never enough cables. You can go in there. You can go in there. Labeler I will need. I think that's about all we want. So, weather's good. Oxygen, good. Now I have noticed that one thing I did wrong here is I've put this very close to that, so all the cold air we pump in just gets immediately sucked out. I should have put this right up the other end of the base, but it's doing it slowly. Probably be better if I was doing it some other way, but let's not worry about that just yet. Good. Let's build an airlock and patch a hole in the roof. We can make this place airtight. Need you and you. And you. And the actual airlock itself will come back for you. Now, here we are. This will be good once we got this going. We'll have plenty of space to kick. Well, we'll immediately want to expand it, of course, because that's just the way things are. You. Yoink, you. Butterfingers. You should go that way. That way. Should grab you. Come on. And you. Passive vents. You. And you. Now go grab the doors. I've got space in my pockets now. Come here. Whoops. Steady on. We're good. We are good. Now, had some holes. We needed walls. Up. 2, 3, 4. I think that was all we had. So, 1, 2, 4. Good, we should be weather tight except for the big holes in this place. Right. So, I might grab my build up you. You are critical at the moment. Where'd you go? You. And where are you going? Come back here. Gotcha. Gotcha. I shall just put walls in here for now, because that'll do the trick. Now I can build an airlock on the inside and then disassemble the outside. We'll be good. So you and you, and that should be it. We should be airtight in here now.
Air tank low.
Air tank, right, we're good. I'll change that one while I'm at it. Now we are all blocked up. This is going to be my new power room, and I'll put lots of power in there. My garden will be up there. I'll probably have atmospherics or manufacturing out there, and whichever one I don't put out that side, I'll put out the other side. Maybe a rooftop garden up the top, and that'll be my oxygen production, a rooftop garden. Now, I didn't bring my power up. Where was that? That was about here somewhere, wasn't it? Come on, get out of my way. So, I think that was coming up around about here somewhere. We'll find out. Now, we'll whack it all on the one circuit. It'll be temporary, it'll do. Now, need to come in on top of that. I'll probably block that off with an APC just to isolate it, because there will be a few other airlocks coming in here and I don't want them all hooked up on the one. Now, open sesame. We're good. Now, APC. Oh, there we go. You. You, you. Getting room for a battery charger on there. I might actually set these ones up with a safety airlock on it, so as when everything's nice and pressured up, I can just disable everything. But when I'll put a sensor inside and outside the door, so when it detects the difference between the inside and the outside, it knows something's gone wrong, and it will slam the airlock shut. Because it's taken a lot to get this base to down to temperature, so if I do have some catastrophic failure, I don't want to have to start again from scratch. I maybe just lose one or two areas along the way, but keep everything else good. Right, so I shall put my output right up the top this time. So if everything else is happening down the bottom, if I put my air conditioners on this, well, that's not it. I put my air conditioners on the sides there. Whoops, that's not it. There, and maybe on that side as well. That'll blow in the bottom and push the hot air out the top. Or so is the theory anyway. Right. Open door. Outlet on the top. So I'll need some logic chips to hook up the outlet.
Air tank low.
Oh, ruh-roh, that's not good. Air tank low, I've got to keep an eye on those ones. They are not good when they go down. Come on, 31.
Air tank critical.
I know. I got 6 left. Ah, dear, plenty. Right. So, I didn't switch that on. And it's not turning on because I don't have enough power. 38% really. Okay. So I've currently used 62% of the battery during the night. Right. Well, don't do that one. Right, so our 70% looks like it might be about right then. So now that that is switched off, if I activate it, it should turn that off. Ahaha! Rock and roll. Switch you off. You'll need to switch on, as that will be hot. Right, we've got a little bit of oxygen there. We're not dying. So all that time I blew it out of my jetpack, It hasn't quite killed me. It's not made life easy, but it hasn't killed me. Right. You're back up and running again. We need a filter. You're good. Off. On. We now have more in there than what we had a little while ago. Now, how'd I go with my power?
Hydration critical.
Nailed it. I've run out of cables. Right, more cables. Have a drink.
Oxygen critical.
Right. Now, cables. We wanted cables. Did we have a transformer? Did I print that out? I can't remember. Transformer. I need an APC too. Grab you. I don't have an APC. No. So we shall do that. Power controller. Grab one of them. And I had a logic chip. There we go. I need a memory. One of them, and that should be my exhaust setup. I shall just need my atmospherics kits and a heap of cable. Right, so back to cable then. Get to work. I'll let you run with that. That'll be a 50 stack. Right, so I hook up the power in here. That's not the one. What are you doing? Try again. Right, that one. Up we go. Switch you on. Crank it up. That should be enough. Oh, I'm going to run some air conditioners, maybe a bit more. Now pump it up all the way. Now, some displays would be handy. Well, I've got these ones out here. I'll just go rip that one off the wall and we should be good. So daytime is coming. You're making cables. I should have everything I need for that airlock now. Switch on the ventilator and we will be good to go. Now, I set up my oxygen, we're good. A storm would be really handy now just to cool this place down a bit. A spare 100-degree head start would be very nice. Might want to find a way to get up here a bit easier too. Right, now you go on there. I don't have a battery for you, but switch you on, we should be running. And we are. That's good. Right, before I set that up, I might just go and steal that sensor. Oh, so I asked for a storm. There it is. Right, let's get moving. Oh, don't be messing around with that now. Come on. Come on. Get it sorted. The storms are coming. Right. So. Outer. Inner. And. Good. So. We have outer, inner, outer, sensor, inner, external distance. Set to 0. What the hell? Oh, okay. Well, that's handy. I mean, it used to be that if you had to have one door open for this thing to actually work, I forgot to do that. It looks like it sets it itself. That'd make it easier for everyone. Well, good because lots of people used to have trouble with that. That should be it. We are airlocked. Now, if I set my memory up there, you should be able to fit right beside it. I want a writer. So data inward is pointing to the memory. Whoops. Cutters. You. Pointing to you. 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 Now you should be the only vent on the system. So we shall set you to, set it to 100 kilopascals. In from the memory, output to the active vent, we shall set the external pressure. On, we're done. That should be all I have to do. And the pressure is dropping. Right, so if I suck most of the pressure out of here, that means there's less air that I have to actually cool down, which will make life a bit easier for us. Of course, if I suck too much out, these windows will implode. So, yeah, let's not get too carried away. So that will be enough to get it sealed. I'll need to put some airlock, what you would call it, the air conditioners out on either side, and we should be good. Right, let's test you. I can put a battery in that, but it's not super critical. Well, it takes a long time to depressurize from that. And breeze, whee! Oh, ow! I might want to get a better. Whoa! Oh, that was bad timing. Okay, so I've got to get up there again now in that storm. Right, because I want to pull the windows out of that base and get some free cooling from that storm. So I'll build a ladder. I'll build a ladder, some floors, and we shall climb. I'll need 3 ladders. Go. So I'll need 1, 2, 3 of them. I'll grab some floor grading, because that's structural. Look at that, 32.2 kilowatts. Another battery would probably be handy too. Oh, what are you doing?
Filter low.
Filter low. We're good. We're good. Don't worry. Right. That'll do us. Right, and I'll have to remember to fix my solar panels after this. Now I have had storms here where a single storm has gone on long enough to destroy a solar panel. So let's hope. Move. Although a solar, not air tank low. No, I should have checked that. That's bad. This is great health and safety. Let's build a tall ladder in a very bad storm.
Waste tank. Caution.
Yep. Oh, come on, get in. Waste tank caution. You're under control. Oh, we got some time. Now I want to pull the windows out of this joint. 365 is better than 430. I better keep an eye on that tank. Come on, good enough. Hurry up, hurry up. Now, hurry up. Come on, there we go. So we are 463. These ones too, may as well. So 400, 390. Oh, this is just delightful. 368. Only one 365. That'll probably just about do it, you know. There we go. 366 degrees, so we have just lost 100 degrees. Perfect timing, thank you, Storm. Yeah. Of course, I've got to depressurize it again, but totally worth it. That's all we wanted. So I've still got to build the air conditioners and put them up here. I'll put them on the outside, and there's wiring on the inside. Yeah, that can wait, I'm going to fill up my oxygen again. Although my electrolyser should be running at the moment, that'll be a bonus. My battery should be charged. All should be good. Get to the edge, there it is. Excellent. Wow. Now this is a place where you could have a real storm. Of course on Venus, I think the actual air pressure on Venus' surface is about 80 atmospheres. So it's about 8 megapascals, not the 230 we've got here. So you could have a serious storm. So even just a 10 km/h breeze would probably blow you flat on your ass. But that was one of the things they had when they made the Martian movie. They had the big storm at the start of that where it blew, blowing everyone over. And really, if there's only 1% air pressure, you're going to need a very, very fast wind for you to even notice it, really. But let's not let science get in the way of a good movie. They did actually do a fair bit of their science right, a lot more than Hollywood normally gets anyway. So, while we're here, I know I'll forget that otherwise. Now we can put on our temperature gauges up here. Put you there and there. 1, 2. So then it'll take a while to cool it down, but I'll just be able to sit down here in the cool and have a monitor on that. I've got the gas sensor upstairs, and all should be good. Right, I think I had that hooked up, didn't I? Did I wire in the gas sensor? I know a way to find out. Now, pressure. Gas sensor, I did wire it in. That looks about right. M67, that looks about right. So it is venting out, it's down to 145. Wow. Okay, things are going to plan. That must mean something's about to go wrong. Battery is fully charged. Now, what have we got? 10:30.
Caution.
Whoa, I'm getting hungry. Well, let's go into the other room. And get something to eat. You got anything else in there? I think we're good. Now, the quiet of a silent vacuum. Now I've got to lose some of the pressure out of here, don't I? It's 130. I currently don't have an overpressure vent in here, but I can just do that through the airlock, so no biggie. Right. Have something to eat. Oops. I just pooped out a can. There's 2 cans down. Hey, what are you doing in there? You go in the fridge now, sonny. Right, you're good. Have a drink of you while we're here. And I should bring in a chair and a table, somewhere to sit down and relax. Whoops, close your visor. I might have to put my safety visor back on and program that chip in. Now, it was the atmospherics we were going to do. So, 2 atmospherics kits, some pipes, 2 passive vents, some cables. That should do us. Oh, it's gone quiet. I thought something sounded a bit strange. It is quiet. We shall, right. Don't need you, don't need you. You belong there, you're there. Go. No. 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 You come in handy. So, I shall stock up on tape, because I will probably go through the whole stack of that. I've got a little one there. Right, so solar panels. I'll come back for the air conditioners. Now, we've got that all set up here. We are good to go. Now, it would be nice to make some astraloy and make some storm-proof solar panels. I would have liked to have done something other than solar panels this time round, but looks like I'm kind of going back that way. Okay, you're down to 64%. You survived okay. Oh, here are the new tape sounds we got for that now. 52% on you. And I'll probably cut 34% left. That's cutting it a bit fine, old bean. You're down to 40%. That storm really gave these things a beat. I did lose a couple of my basic solar panels there in one of the storms. It was one storm and took them down to completely down to nothing. I'm pretty sure I didn't just forget about them. 46, wow. Well, it did give me a lot of power from the other turbines, so I can't complain too much. 52. Once again, 43 again. A lot of these are down below halfway. Now, I could put windows around these, but these are just going to be temporary, so I don't know if it's really worth the effort of doing that. Although I do get all my parts back from the windows if I do it. So it's not that bad of an idea.
Air tank low.
The ticking sound, that's from the solar panels moving. It's another update. We got the movement sound from the solar panels. Do you? Whoa! Damn, 25%. You're good. I really have done a pretty bang up job of the audio on this thing. Especially the rocket. Don't you just love that rocket? Now I'd love to get a rocket going here, but because that's a source of getting gas. Because as I say, hydrogen is the only thing that we are in limited supply here. Everything else we can make. But you've then got to be able to actually fuel the rocket in the first place. So I've got to get enough oxygen to fuel the rocket before I actually fly the rocket to get more oxygen. Yeah, see, there's the solar panels I lost earlier. Now, air conditioners. So, air conditioner either side, there and there. And I'll probably want another air conditioner here, because this will be my garden out here. We'll get there. Right. Now.
Waste tank caution.
Yes. Oh, that one's no better. Whoops. I will empty my waste tank. That might be a good bit of housekeeping to do. I'll put a floor in here because I feel kind of short. Right. Oh, you're switched on. Okay. I hope you weren't pumping hot gas. We're good. Ooh, 3 megapascals. Lovely. That's the highest we've seen for a while. So, switch you off. I will need to dump you. And dump you. Switch you on. And you're clear. And That's not bad. I can switch you out. We've been surviving with 2 megapascals in our tank for a long time, so we're back up over 3 again. We'll be up to full tanks in no time. Right, off. You back on again. That's another 450k, that's not bad. Oh, we're out of battery. Yes we are, we're down to 64%. Now that should still keep things cold. It is below -10, we're good. That will go boom, so I'm a little bit worried about this, but I'll keep checking on that one every now and then just to make sure it's doing the right thing. So it's 440 degrees in the water tank. That helps us make, well, I believe that helps us make our water, our oxygen. Thingy bob. As I say, we will replace that all with plants, so it is a temporary thing only. Now, Atmos. Oh, iron. Right. File that. Iron. Now, I've got a big stack of iron there, but I will use them all very quickly when I start making our... I'll need more copper. When I start making our hydroponics units. Hydroponics units are 10 iron each, and yeah, so if I need about 100 of them in there, because it's not just making oxygen for me to breathe, it's got to make oxygen for the furnace, make oxygen for everything else as well. I'm going to fly the rocket. Those plants have got a lot of work to do. But, yeah, well, we'll get there. It's a work in progress. I've got to build the greenhouse first. Yeah, no, wait for it. Now, pipes. And, what else we need? Cables, probably. Always need cables. Oh, cables. Oh, one. Wow, I won't spend that one all at once. Oh, copper. Doink. How are we going in there? We still have a lot of temperature. Right, make me some cables. I should make some astroloy, which I've just used on my copper and I can't make it. That's okay. We'll get there. So, meanwhile, let's put in some floors. And at least pretend to be civilized. Pretending is about as close as I get to civilized. Could I have some vents? Didn't I make enough vents? I need 2 more vents. We have 18 pipes, that should be enough. Vents. A and E are not even close on the keyboard. I have no excuse for that one. Now, not 1, and 2 of them. Hey, what are you doing? I'm just pretending to be civilized. Don't get carried away. 2. You'll move. Oink. You won't move. Violet. Oink. Done. Get them out of there. Well, right. Now, 1, 2, Come on, come here. Get you out of there. We're good. Oh, and 2 left. So I clear all that space and I don't have enough, except for the ones in here. Right, you. Wow, look at that. Look at that. I will pass for domesticated sooner or later. Well, halfway. You're not changing because I haven't built you yet. That has probably got something to do with it. Now, you, cables. And you, tanks. Dude, where's my oxygen gone? Up in the oxygen thingy. Right, we're good. We're good. Oxygen. Battery. Rock and roll. Yep, that'll do us. Now, so we'll pop these in and then we've just got to play the waiting game, which I am crap at. So I'll be willing to bet that I will half cool it down and then rip the roof out because I've gotten impatient, and that's outside we want to go. Now you around that way. There we go. Now you go there, there, there. That's 4, 5, 6. We're down. Now, power goes in and whoops. Health and safety. Colderate you to the max. Switch you on. Right, other side. We do it the same again. You. Nope, that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. I think 6 was the magic number from the tutorial. Or I've got that completely wrong. Either way, it'll be fine. Now, once again, max colderation. Start on. Now inside and do some cabling. I mean, I could come up here and hook up batteries now. I don't need to have easy access to them. Too slow. That's right, 100 kilopascals. It doesn't blow me away. Now you have power there and there. Right, one is easy. And you. Good. And you. I don't really want to interfere with the top of that airlock, so let's go up a bit higher. I can still move it if I have to. Down. Okay, you're on. You're on. We should be cooling down. Look at that, it is rocketing down. Still got a long way to go. Right, that is done. Let's play the waiting game now. So, I think that's a win. We are. Whoa! Now, I will probably want to do some mining and get some copper. We'll make some astraloy, we'll make some solar panels. I will have to close in the greenhouse and get some cooling in there as well. And hopefully we can just go and knock out the floor or the roof in here, build up our stairway, and we will have something to work on. Now oxygen is happening. We are on the increase with oxygen. We are net positive. You're still switched off. You're staying cool. Yes, 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 you're working. Right, okay. That's been tested. We're good. Switch you off. You're using power, but I will mine and get some astraloy. And we shall make some stuff. Some mining goggles would be handy. We're good. We're 42 degrees in here. Now probably because we're using this as a cooler now, isn't it? That radiator there is probably not helping. But yeah, get over it. We can do that. Now, pick the right thing. We have had a pretty good day, I think. So, we might head back to the cool room. I might make myself a bed. That'll be handy. Switch on. I don't have to sleep on. Copper. Then again, maybe I will sleep on the floor for another night. But right, so I think my power's just died completely. Awesome. But you're done. Yep, it's failing. Switch you on. We're good to go. It's okay. Well, I shall head out into the safe room where we have a backup power supply. Now I still have to do the cooling for here. So that will be another air conditioner I need. And start thinking about food. Got oxygen under control, we just need food. So I'll need to put up trade and we shall need to get something to grow. I can grow them in here, so growing food is not an issue. Right. But other than that, so yummy pumpkin soup. So we are done for another day again. Ah, that's better. Scratch me ass. Yeah, a bed might be handy for a safe room now, but yeah, so we'll call it a day there. We have made some progress. The base is sealed up. We've got plenty of room to come now, so we can start taking the final form, and we're starting to look at finishing up some systems. Our ad hocs must be done, but anyway, we'll worry about that next time. So until next time, happy building. See ya.